friends. Welcome to today's Thrive Live. And we get to talk about overthinking. And Overthinking is kind of what brought me here in the first place. So, my name is Sabline. This is Relative Growth, and we're all about helping you find real, simple solutions to stop dreaming and start living. And what better topic to talk about than overthinking? I overthought this blog for a really long time before it started. So, whatever I talk about, any topic, I am here to share with you my story and my path and what has helped me to overcome. And I'm still very much in that journey. So, by no means think I am perfect at any of this because I'm human and I'm the first to tell you that still overthink, even with the tools that I have. I still procrastinate, even with the tools that I have. But you know what? I'm that much closer to my dreams because of what I do know. So that is what I want to share with you. And if you like what I'm sharing, check us out. There's a weekly blog so you don't ever have to miss a thing. We have articles and free printables and these lovely videos that will go straight to your inbox. It's a box, not a block. Sign up for the email newsletter. We would love for you to come and join us. And then, of course, sharing is caring in this case. So share this video with your friends. Give us a like. Come like our page if you're new to our Facebook page. We would love to come and hang out with you. So anywho, without further ado, if you're new to my channel, you know that I am a butterfly. So I have notes. If you see me looking down, that is what I'm doing, is so that I can stay focused and stay on point. So overthinking. Okay, so quick story. Just so you know that you are not alone in this, I am a huge overthinker. Love to do research and development, and I could actually tell myself that I am doing good by doing tons of research on a topic. And then I'm also really good at finding out all the reasons why it would not work and then trying to solve all those reasons. It's maddening. It takes forever. You never get anywhere started. And on top of that, you're creating excuses. And there's some really good common excuses that we use, and I use them still to this day. I think I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was like, I really want to do this, but I don't have enough time. I'm like, it's on the list. So we're going to get to it. I'm sharing this with you because I want you to have compassion with yourself. This is not here to blame, shame, or guilt you by any means. We are all human. I want you to have the tools to help you get closer to your dreams, but at the same time realize that this is just part of the process. We're going to make excuses. We're going to overthink, but it's realizing that we're doing it that's half the battle. So let's get started. We are going to talk about the 5 main excuses, the 5 main reasons that we overthink why we can't start something, because the world deserves to learn more about you. Are you holding back on a book idea? Sister, we want to read it. Is there a business that you want to start? Well, we probably need your product and service, so go and start it. Do you want to stay home with your babies? Well, I bet you can find a way to make that happen. So let's talk about some of these excuses, and let's talk about some ways that you can try to overcome them. Now, it may not be the end all be all, but if it gets you started to think, then that's all I'm here for. I'm not trying to solve your problems. That's you. You do you know you better than anyone else. I am not trying to say I know everything that's going on inside of you, but if I can get those wheels a turning to where you're like, oh, I can look at it from this angle. That's what we're here for. Anyway, number 1. This is my favorite. I am a failure if I make mistakes. I love this one because as a past perfectionist, or I'm a recurring perfectionist, I will always be a perfectionist. I got to remind myself of this all the time. If I make a mistake, I'm not a failure. Because you know what? A mistake means that you're growing. A mistake means that you're trying. A mistake means that you're getting closer to your dreams. So, it is not something to fear. It is what success is built on. And when you make a mistake, it's what you do next that will separate you from a winner from a loser. Do you get up? Do you keep trying? Do you make yourself better? Do you learn? Well, right there, you do those things, you're a winner in my book. And you're probably a winner in someone else's book. Think about the role modeling that you're doing for your children, for your nieces, for your nephews. Think about the impact that you have on the community around you. Just when someone sees you go out there and make a mistake, and then humbly get up afterwards and say, well, that didn't work. Alrighty, on to the next. I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to read this blog. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to talk to this expert. You are a winner right there because of positivity that you're putting back into the universe. So, mistakes are not meant to be feared. They are meant to be used to grow yourself and those around you. So, excuse number 2. This one's one of my favorites. I don't have enough time. And oh my goodness, I get it. So, I used to work 40, 50 hours a week. I have 3 kids. Life is crazy. I remember hearing people write this video or talking about time and me looking at them and be like, you don't know my life. Yeah, it's great to talk about working out for an hour, but you don't know the fact that I'm already getting up at 5 o'clock to work on a work project, to then rush the kids to daycare at like 8 a.m. and sit in traffic for 2 hours. So I put that out there because I definitely rolled my eyes at a lot of the people who talked about I don't have enough time and how to. So you're in good company on that one. If you're rolling your eyes at me, I feel you. I hear you. I'm right there with you. With this topic, it's more about talking about what is it that you can do? What is it that you can have control over to use your time wisely? When the comment comes to, I don't have enough time, a lot of times what we're talking about is our time is taking advantage of us because we all have 24 hours. So how is it that we can utilize that 24 hours smartly, efficiently, and effectively? Are there things that you are doing that do not bring your day any value? Such as binge watching Netflix. Love binge watching Netflix, but if it's an everyday thing, it's not beneficial. Are we spending countless hours getting lost on social media and YouTube? Once again, it's a really good way of connecting with friends and learning new tools, but are you allowing that to control your day? There are so many others. I mean, there's our tasks that we have to do around your house. Having smart systems put into place allows laundry to be easier, dinners to be easier, cleaning to be easier, and all of which we're all about creating real simple solutions to help you save time and money on those. Those are the areas that we want to look at. So if you're saying, I want to write a book, but I don't have enough time, here are the 2 things that I'm going to tell you to do that I do all the time because I say this a lot when I'm trying to do something new. 1, start a time audit. What's a time audit? Literally from the time you get up in the morning to the time that you go to bed, you track everything that you're doing and how long it takes you. And what you're going to see is there any blocks in there that you can get rid of. The second thing it's going to show you is, are there times where you do something more efficiently and effectively at a different time period? So you can play around with your time audits. For me, if I have to walk the dog first thing in the morning, I don't do it. But I absolutely love doing it at noon. So if I did it first thing in the morning, I'd spend more time making excuses of why I can't go walk the dog versus I love to write in the morning. So my first time block is I get up and I write for 30 minutes so that in the afternoon, when I need that break from the middle of the day, I can go walk the dog. So if this, you know your time better, but this is where you have to play around and you experiment and you figure out what works best for you and your time audits. So you figure out what you can eliminate, what you can delegate, and what you can automate. And then you're left with the stuff that really bring you closer to your goals and your values. I think there was another one I said to do with the time audits. Totally forgot the other one. I'll come back to me. I promise. I think it was to automate the delegate things. Totally lost track. Anywho, okay. I'm not smart enough. Another really good one. Friends, I promise you, you are. I know you are. I 120% believe that you are smart enough to accomplish whatever you want to do. And why do I say that? Because everything you want to learn is at your fingertips. We already have our phones in front of our face all day long on social media, on YouTube. What is it you want to do? Type that into the search bar. There will be a Facebook group, there will be a YouTube video on it, and there will be a blog about it that are going to tell you how to do it. So do what you're already doing and start writing down and taking the steps of what you need to do to accomplish your goals. And guess what? You're going to fail, but we already know that's part of the process, and it's what you do next that's going to help you get closer to that goal. We already know that time is hard, but if it's important to you, you can find, that was the point I was going to say. Start with 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour. It doesn't have to be 2 hours. Find a 15 to a 30-minute chunk to be able to work on your goal every single day. So you're going to do the research and development because you are smart enough, because that's number 3. You are smart enough. You're going to find the information on YouTube. You're going to write out the steps that you need to take. And then every day for 15, 30 minutes, you're going to start writing, working on it until you get closer and closer. That's it. Every single day. So you're able to find the time. You are smart enough. And it's okay to make mistakes. Oh my gosh, right there. Isn't there like just weight lifted off of you? I know it was me when I figured that out. So excuse number 4, I don't have enough money. Well, we're going to Dave Ramsey this. We are going to figure it out. This is another fun topic that I love. It becomes a game. Don't let your money control you. You control your money. Every money in, you should know where it's going to, and is that bringing you closer to your goal? Is that bringing you closer to your dreams? And I have written. I'll be doing a video later on how to speak properly. I need to learn that. On this blog, I have written articles about how to save money, how to create a budget, how to save money on food, and there are so many more to come. So if this is your conversation, if this is your topic, if any of these overthinking excuses is something that you do, write it out and we'll start talking more about it. So leave a like or leave a note in the comments about which one of these is your fail safe. And I can tell you, it's all of mine. I do them all. So if you're an all too, go for it. Let's talk budget. Let's talk where we want to put our money. And let's talk what's important to us. Because you may find that you can save money on grocery shopping, but you're going to put that towards a housekeeper. So you spend the exact same money, but the housekeeper now alleviates 3 hours a week for you to clean your house so you can work on your passion project, or that you can be with your babies more focused, more present. So whatever it is, you need to think of what is it that you want and make your money get you there. Don't let your money take advantage of you. Don't be shocked when the credit card bill comes and you're like, how did this happen? Friends, check that statement. You're swiping that card. You should know exactly what's being put on there. If you're spending $10 for a hamburger, you should know that. And if that's what you're doing, then enjoy the living daylights out of that hamburger. But don't let it be a shock. And last but not least, goes right back to the time when we were talking about, is I am so overwhelmed. Yes, when you have big dreams, there's big goals, there's big processes, there's big steps. I feel you. And if you're in my close knit of friends, you know who you are. And I know you're watching. Thank you. Because you've talked me off the ledge when I was going overwhelmed and I needed to take a break, and you helped me see that. And you also helped me to take a breath and do one small step at a time. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed, write a list. Write it all out. Don't let it own you. You own it. You are in charge of your time. You are in charge of that list. And you take a look at that list. It's all out there. Everything that's causing you to stay up at night, it is all on that paper. And when it's all on that paper, what you're going to do is you're going to figure out what is overdue and what's due. Let's start straight off right there. Let's get those puppies taken care of. You're going to figure out what's going to take 5 minutes, what's going to take a half an hour, and what's going to be a longer project. Start with the simple ones. Just get it done. Get those off your mind. Can you have someone help you? Can your husband help you? Can your kids help you? Can a friend help you get some of those taken care of? Because this is a team effort. They love you. They're going to want to help you. Can you hire someone to help? Can you hire, a gardener to help take care of the yard? Can you hire a virtual assistant to help take care planning something or whether? Haven't done that. That's totally on my list of things to do. Um, but how is it? What do you have in your arsenal? Can you hire some friends to come over for pizza to help you organize and paint? I mean, it doesn't have to be where you're spending money because I feel you. I'm on a tight budget too, and so a lot of this stuff I'm like, gotta pony on up and do it myself. And so learning how to ask for help was a big one for me, but I also realized there's people out there who were willing to help me if I asked for it. So you're gonna start there. Start one small step at a time. Then you're gonna want to figure out what is it that's important and what's gonna bring you closer to your goals. And focus on that. What's gonna bring you to your health? Focus on that. So, quick recap. And I'm going to read straight down the list of how to stop overthinking and the tips to make that happen. So, what you're overthinking is if I make a mistake, I am a failure. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Keep making mistakes. You're only going to grow. Number 2 is I don't have enough time. You will make time for what is important to you. Don't let your time control you. You control your time. So get rid of anything that is not adding value to you in your life. Number 3, I am not smart enough. You're 120% smart enough. You are enough. Everything you need is right here. And everything you don't know is right here on the internet. So there's Facebook groups, there's blogs, there's podcasts, there's YouTube videos. Do a Google search. You will find it. I promise you. Number 4, I don't have enough money. Check out Dave Ramsey. He's one of my favorite budget gurus, and just the knowledge that he has in his mind to help you get on a budget, to cut those costs, to get out of debt, to get to what you want is fabulous. He's amazing. And number 5 is I am so overwhelmed. I feel you if that's where you're at. I was there like 3 weeks ago. Take a break. Do some self-care. You deserve it. And then small little baby chunks, baby steps. Small little baby steps. 15 minutes a morning. Whatever you're able to do is enough. Because remember, at the end of the day, you are beautiful and you're enough just the way that you are. Bye. See you next week.